We just had a plane crash into Upper floor of the World Trade Center, transmit a second alarm, and start relocating companies into the area.
Washington, take one, common mark.
My name is Rudy Washington. At the time of 9/11, I was deputy mayor of New York City. It was a beautiful morning. People forget it was election day. So I said to my driver, let me go vote first before we go into Manhattan. Next thing I know, I was late. It was after 7. And as we cleared the tunnel, my driver's radio is going off. And the guy is literally screaming in the radio. And Darryl tried to calm the person down and said, repeat it slowly. And he said, a plane went into the building, and he was standing there and he saw it. He was yelling, a plane went into the building. Instantly, my thoughts were a little sightseeing plane because we had 7 heads of states coming to New York and we had security planning for a year. One of the things that we anticipated was small planes loaded with explosives. But when we got on FDR, I could see the gaping hole in the World Trade Center and smoke coming out. As I worked my way to go into the first building, one of my commissioners, she was standing outside with a police helmet on, holding it in the middle of the street. And I walked up to her and I said, Rosemary, where's Rudy? And she couldn't talk. And she's pointing up for me to look up. And people were coming through the paper. Paper was, body would come through. And she was trying to tell me not to get hit. And out comes the door, a wall of firemen and policemen. And all I could see on their face was terror. And I said to myself, if they're running, I'm not letting them pass me. We turned around and we started to run. Like, okay, why were we running? And next thing I know, the building is coming down. And I'm standing by St. Paul's Chapel. And now I'm gasping to breathe. I had just trained with the military. And I called him. I said, where's the Admiral? So he picks up the phone. He's like, Rudy, what's the matter? I said, Admiral, you don't know what they're doing to us up here? He says, what? I said, they're flying planes into buildings. I said to him, I need air protection. I need it now. I said, the FAA wouldn't tell us how many planes were out there. I wanted some idea on the damage of the surrounding buildings because what I didn't want was running a rescue operation and have a building come down on us. So, I took these engineers. We literally went into the site and I remember walking up on top of the pile. I climbed up a bit. I looked down and I could see lights below me. And I'm saying to myself, wow, did those people make it? Because you could see body parts, devastation and destruction like you can't imagine. Afterwards you go through your mind and you say to yourself, this is a level of evil you can't even wrap your brain around. I said, you kill a bunch of people you don't even know. When you look at what did it take to bring America together and none of our differences mattered? We had to go through a tragedy to put us all together with shared values and shared everything for one another. And now the contrast is devastating. It just bothers me when I see we're not prepared. The police department, the morale of our officers, it worries me because we set ourselves up and make ourselves vulnerable again for such an attack. In all my years with Rudy, never ever thought about quitting. The one time I thought about quitting, it became clear that Rudy could not do all of the funerals. And you're doing these funerals and you're looking at these crying kids and you're sitting on the front bench consoling the wife. It just became a bit too much for me. And, after about 20 or 30 of these, in the middle of the night, I said, Lord, I can't do this anymore. And it was like a voice said to me, if not you, then who? It was tough.
some of the friends you've lost, if you had a few words you could say to them now, what would you say?
See you on the other side. Never forget.